Woodyard, we've got a delivery. It's for pine. Pine is fine. Here we go. So this morning I'm going to be loading up a load of pine. It's going to be one face cord, 1/3 of a cord, one rick rank row, whatever you like to call it. And right here is the pine. Now I'm almost out of pine. All I got left are these 7 totes that are right here. The stuff in back is the old stuff that is dry. The stuff in front, you can see the lighter colored stuff. That was just split not long ago. That's wood that I got from a free job where I picked up some stuff. You guys saw that if you watched. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to climb up in there and I'm going to chuck wood out, which is kind of what you got to do with totes unless you can lift them and dump them somehow with an articulating loader. We don't use totes that much, so to us to have all the equipment wouldn't really pay. And people ask me all the time, how come I don't use totes? Because I would need at least 800, probably more like 900 of them. And at 30 bucks a piece, that would be tens of thousands of dollars in totes, and they don't last that long. I would destroy them. Everybody says, well, you can just put them in your trailer and then dump them at the customers. Well, I got to be able to unload them, so do I leave them there? And then all my customers have totes. So that doesn't make sense because I have to buy more totes. And if I was to dump them out into the trailer, I'd have all the work to do of taking out the top bars that are on the totes. We'd have to have some type of articulating loader. And yes, I know guys with forks can tumble them and tip them and fight them out and like that. No thanks. The wood dries great in the bins. We throw it in the bins, I throw it in the trailer, I go deliver it. It's just faster, easier, less handling. But guys that use totes, to me, are guys like Bert. That makes sense anyway. Where he's going to put all of his cookies and his wood into totes. He has them out in the field. He's got actual totes, and then he's also got some little pallet totes that he made that he can stack wood in. He can get about a face cord in. Well, he's got, in a year he might have 20, 30 of them. He can pick them up with the forks, stack them off to the side, leave them there to dry for a year, 2 years, whatever. Put them in his barn once they're dry to get them out of the weather, to keep them really dry. And then in the wintertime when he needs them, he can pick them up, take them to his boiler, set it down by the boiler, and then take the wood as he's putting it into the boiler right out of the tote. That makes sense. And I see guys that do that, and I like that. That way it works good if you're doing it on a user scale. But on a production scale, where I'll show you guys here. But on a production scale, where I've got 40 cords of wood there, we got 40 cords of wood here, we got wood there, we got wood there, we got wood there, we got wood over there, I got wood way over there, I would have totes up the wazoo, whatever a wazoo is. So, what I'm going to do today, this delivery is not till the end of the day, and I'm here this morning because I'm going to load it up, and then I have to go work for, I don't know, probably like 6 to 8 hours in my business, my other business. And then after that's done, then I'm going to deliver this load at the end of the day. So not till like 6 o'clock tonight. And this is for a guy that always gets pine. He likes pine because he uses it for campfire wood. And pine smells great for campfire wood. I've burned it quite a few times in the backyard. Smells great, burns good, pine is fine. Now, there's something I wanted to show you today. Step into my office. This is my office. So, I've had people ask me about this a few times, so I thought I would go over this today. I think I'll put it over here so you guys can see it a little better. So this is my firewood order form that I have. So when someone calls, I write this up every single time. And so it's got the date on it, the day that I'm going to be delivering it. It's got the person's name. I just did a fake one here, as you can see. Joe Schmo, 123 Pine Street, Appleton, fake phone number. I'm just going to say the guy's going to get oak. He wants 5 face cords, $600. He also wants 1 face cord of cherry, $130. I write those numbers down here along with the delivery fee, the time I'm going to deliver it, directions as far as what I need to do, dump on the right side of the driveway by basketball hoop, and the day I'm going to deliver it. So this is what I use, and I stack these up in order of when I'm going to be delivering. So this is just a basic order form. If you guys want to copy it, whatever, I don't care. I'm eventually going to go over this in more detail on how I do things as far as running the business and keeping track of customers. But I keep this in a folder, and when I'm really busy, there'll be a lot of days where I'll have 3, 4, 5 of these that I have to deliver. And then the next day, and as I do them, I just cross them off, and then this stays with the payment as people pay, and that's how we do our accounting, so we know who got what they paid, all that kind of stuff. So there you go. There's the basic firewood order form. I don't know if that's something you're interested in, but that's what I do. Eventually, I might have this in a business type thing that I might put together, how to run and start a small business. So that's my question to you that I have. Are you guys interested in this kind of stuff? I'm sure there are some that are. And what do you want to know? What do you want to learn? My idea is that I would go from when I started my business, doing video series and educational things where I would cover all the stuff that I've done and why I've done it and how it works, what I've learned, what I've done wrong, what I've changed, that kind of stuff. So I'm thinking of doing that. I'm probably going to put some type of a course together. If you're interested, let me know in the comments and we'll see what we can do. And any ideas or things you're interested in knowing, and I can cover all that. So the cats are out in force today here. We got one right here. When they're hungry, they come out to see me. Well, that one's got a scar on its head. Must have been in a fight. And then we got a whole another herd over here. And there's another dozen or so in the barn. Oh, here comes another one. The wood cats are out in force. I saw 5 or 6 when I pulled in, and these aren't even the ones. The other ones were up by the barn. These guys are probably out here hunting mice. And they go after grasshoppers a lot too. They chase them for some reason. So there they are. Okay, it's woodchucking time. There it is, the load is on. Now, some people will say, if you just took it from multiple different totes, because there was some in here, some in there, some in there, and a little bit here, throw it in loose, how do I know how much wood I have? I don't know how much there is. But I do know there's more than a face cord or a third of a cord Rick or anchor roll. That's all I care. There's a little bit more than what he's gonna need. I know if I fill it up, so I fill just basically the bed, the silver part, which is the metal. I fill it up to this row right here, which is right there. It's a face cord or a third of a cord. So, and I throw a few extra in. I'm happy. If they get extra wood, they're happy. Everybody's happy, and I don't have to stack, count, measure, any of that junk. Just throw it in. So there you go. For those of you who've been around, you know that, but that's just how I do it. Now, a couple things I want to show. Obviously, you saw me digging through these totes here. I was up in firewood heaven here, kind of climbing up in here again just to show you. So all the stuff I didn't put in is all the junk. I was digging through. There's long ones, chunks like that, odd sized short pieces, angled pieces, little chunks like you see this stuff here. So I basically sorted through it and took out the good stuff. And in this one over here, see if I can get over there, climbing over here. This one here, you can see they're stacked in, more regular sized pieces. Nicer ones. There's some junk over there too. So what I'll do with that junk is I will take that home and I will burn it. Once we get these totes emptied out, I will more than likely take all of the junk and put it into a tote. And so we get all the totes empty so Bert can use them to sell or whatever. We're gonna, for our cookies and stuff like that, for our cutoffs for his wood. And then I'll take all this odd size stuff home. And that's what I do with a lot of the hardwood too. I just take it home. If it's stuff undersized, oversized, and I kind of sort through it as I'm loading it. If I see something that doesn't look right, I just toss it off to the side and then I take care of it, which is good. So I'm up here and I'm gonna climb up all the way to the top here, see if I can do this without dying today. Because these cages are only partially full now, so they're not real solid. They're kind of tippy, actually. Oh, see if I can get up here. There we go, I think I did it. Ooh, doggy. Look at the corn. You can't see this view unless you climb up here. That's a couple 100 acres of corn. And for those of you that have asked, they're leasing it out this year. It's the first year they've done it. They've got another like 1,000 acres or something on the main farm that they farm themselves, but this is their farm they bought, I don't know how many years ago, 20 years ago, whatever. And they decided it was more than they want to do now, because they're both, Keith, who's Bert's dad, and then Bert's uncle, they got plenty that they can do there, and they're both 70 or older, so they just don't need to do it anymore. So they leased this part out here. Looks really good though. We've had lots of rain this year. So anyway, here you can see firewood heaven. Here is the tote going out that way, and then the bin over here. So here we've got mixed hardwood. Actually, I take that back. This here is locust. That's locust right here. This stuff right on this end. Right in the middle, there's a bunch of oak. Oh, look at that. We got a cat crawling up here to see me. They do that a lot. And then from there down, that's all oak. Over there, I think that's mixed hardwood. And then there's, yeah, that's all ash in that bin. And then the very middle bin is the one we're going to be taking out. That's got all oak in it. And then the next bin after that has got hickory and beech. And then the next bin over has got hard maple and then more oak. This bin over here, this big one, has got a lot of ash, maple, box elder, just mixed hardwood. Over there is mixed hardwood. In between there's birch. Down there is oak. That's all hard maple. Look at that, the cat likes to climb. They all do. And then one way over there is oak, and that one over there is cherry. And then the new wood over there that Bert's been working on, that's basswood. And then I've got some other wood over there too that's up along the barn. I got a whole bunch of white oak, and then all that oak there, that's a mix of red and white oak, mainly red. So there you go. There's the firewood kingdom. So I got to get down. My shins are getting sore from leaning on this thing here before I die. So we're gonna climb down. Good thing I'm a half cat. There, I'm safe again. Ooh, I know you were worried there for a while. I wasn't. Okay, so this is loaded. Here comes one of the friends. This is probably the most friendly cat. This is the one I actually ran over about, I don't know, a month ago now. I ran it over its rear end, and when it ran away, I thought for sure it was dead because I heard it squeal and it took off, and it was dragging its rear end as it ran away, like the back legs weren't working. And then it just gradually walked around, and it doesn't even limp anymore. So tough little bugger, very, very friendly. This is the cat that's out here all the time with me. It's one of the young ones. Okay, oh, if you're gonna do your claws, get in there and debark. Gotta get your training here. Come in here, right here. Debark right there. This right here. We'll get him trained. We'll get this turned over so he can get at it. There you go. Okay, now come up in here. There you go. Now debark. There you go. I'm trying to get him trained. Take the bark off. He's young. He's inexperienced. Okay. Gonna go deliver this load. You're gonna see the big dump next.